Welcome, everyone. Sa mga super awkward, di na ako sanay mag-live. So, we're waiting for someone. Kausap ko siya sa ayun, sana. What's up, Kyle? I love you, bro. Pakis.
Okay, na.
It's okay. Wait lang, nag-comment si Kyle Achari. Sabi niya, it's 1 a.m., bro. Kunwari, di ka natutulog ng maaga, bro. You sleep at like 3, so don't even lie to me, Kyle. Ay, hindi pala. Good boy ka pala. Okay, sorry. What were we saying? The questions, no?
What are the, yeah. Yung pinag-uusapan
Not
natin.
the positive questions, yung literal na questions from. So if you guys have any questions, other than just the word
Positive
hi,
questions, ha? Huwag tangang
positive
questions,
questions.
ha? Sayang ang oras at hininga.
Medyo nagagalit si Miss Ana ngayon. So, alam niyo na, huwag kayong magalit.
Hindi, ganyan lang ako.
Miss Ana, can you say hello? Sa
Hi.
700 na
Ay,
nakikinig. Pinipressure lang kita kasi alam ko na ayaw mo ng maraming tao. So,
oo nga.
sorry,
Shit. Ayan. Hello.
iniwan kita.
Okay lang, hindi naman nila ako kilala.
Walang nagtatanong.
Okay.
Well,
Okay lang yan.
wala na tayong pag-usapan pa.
Teka. Oo. Wala. Hindi kasi nila alam yung pinag-uusap. Darating yung mga yan, lalapit yung mga yan.
Oo nga eh. Yung mga,
Ano pa,
kasi, ha?
ano pa ang tawag dito?
Kaya mo
So,
yan,
hindi
sana.
mo pwede dito kung ano yung mga nangyari sa'yo the past few days. Kasi,
Nakita mo din.
kabatid.
Sorry man.
Nag-miss call ka sa akin kahapon. Kahapon ba yun or the other day? Miss call lang
Ay,
ba yun?
oo.
Bot call yun? Or,
Hindi. Hindi ako ganon. Pag tinatawagan kita, I'm sure there's a reason why.
there's just one thing
That
I've never...
is not something na that's sa pag-uusapan natin dito sa live.
Okay.
That's
Ano
between actor and coach.
Okay. Hindi.
Uh,
Kasi ako, this is not just you, but people who are super close to me find it so funny. I get so nervous when somebody calls me.
okay.
Yeah.
So, ano ba? Text mo na ako bago mag-call or ano ba dapat?
Diba? Alam mo, papanik ako na parang, relax ka lang, wala namang, pero meron akong ganyan. So, like, uso ng Grab and Lala Move and all that. And they always call you up pag nandiyan na, diba? I always panic. Parang, na automatic kong reject na, oh shucks, baka yun yung nagde-deliver, ganyan. May ganyan ako.
Ako may ganun din ako na pag tumatawag yung front desk sa condo namin, ayoko sagutin. Stress. Ayoko rin bumaba. At usually, mga orders ni Laura yun, ni ate ko. Parang yung mga online shopping niya. So, bahala ka. Yung order mo yun, ikaw ang kukuha. I mean, I love you, Laura, but hindi pa ako naligo. Ayoko bumaba. Yan.
Ako kasi, anong tawag dito? Super nice ako sa security dito. Like, I give them food every day and brewed coffee. Wow. Oo.
Ba't ako wala pa akong sana?
They bring my deliveries up here.
Okay.
Ba't ikaw wala pa?
Steak? Oo. Wala bang sound?
May sound.
Okay, may sound daw.
So, may nagtanong. Ako po merong tanong, do you want to be kind or to be humane?
Ano yung difference?
Anong difference nun?
Ano yung difference?
I mean, you need to be kind to be humane.
Yeah. The one and the same.
They're one and the same, yeah.
And if you want to
Sabi
be...
ni Nancy.
Nancy. Si Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
I see your
follows
comment
me.
sa Mix It Up podcast. Dito ng
Ah,
kaibigan ko.
really?
Yeah, dito ka. Yes, not in C. I know you. ito, may tanong dito sa ano.
Yung wag
Ito,
sabaw, Edward, ako na sabaw. Gusto ko steak.
yung
May
meaty.
substance. Oo.
Ito, sobrang, gusto ko to. Ito, Miss Anna.
Ah,
Are you ready?
ah,
What
ah.
is your favorite food?
Grabe, ang lalim.
Okay, sorry. Seryoso na. Wag na yan. Pangit ng
Hindi,
tanong na.
sasagutin ko yon. Favorite food ko, tortang talong.
Wow!
Oh,
Hindi ka.
pagpapalit ko talaga ang steak sa tortang talong.
Magkano magic sarap nilagay mo doon?
Walang magic sarap yun. Kailangan pagluto nun, full of love para malasa. Ano pang tanong? Mas may substance.
Oh, okay. Sorry. How do you handle from too much pressure sa trabaho? Nice one.
Ikaw, Edward, how do you handle?
Wala,
He
nagbe-break
goes
down
to the
ako.
workshop and he dumps.
No, actually, dati. Oh, totoo. Miss Ano, di ba dati? I would schedule a workshop.
Dati.
Para,
Pero
para lang mag-cope.
namimili ka na ngayon, di ba, ng trabaho? Para hindi ka ma-overwhelm.
Oo. No. I do choose. Even if it's a good opportunity, if I don't feel it's right, wag na. But too much I think the question was too much pressure.
Yeah.
And you can't control pressure. You can't control pressure. Siguro yung paano ba? Actually, marami because I think this Thursday I have 3 interviews. And I have to research for all of them. Knocks, pero that's hard. But I'm excited for it because I have some. You guys will see who the interviews are. Pero nakaka-excite yung mga guests. One of them, I think the first one I'll be able to interview on Thursday is someone that I really wanted to pick their brain for quite some time. So excited for that. Pero nakaka-pressure yun. Pag dumadami, hindi ako. It's all perspective din. Perspective din yun. Para sa akin ngayon, nakastuck ako sa word na perspective. A lot of people have seen it already. Yung nakasulat sa wrist ko. I'm not gonna show you. Pero nakasulat doon. Parang we already said this isa pang IG live mo. But I said it's what's written there is the son of the great I am. So son of God. So I remember that. But to answer the question, how do I deal from pressure? No, it's not yours to control. That you can't control it, and that if you have a relationship with God, that you serve a God that not only controls it, but if it's. But think about it like this. This is how I answer the question. Alam mo yung mga toys, yung kiddie toys, when you have a steering wheel, and you're sitting in the back seat, and you think you're driving the car,
but you're not.
Ganun talagang buhay. You think you're driving, but you're not. So, have faith in the one who's driving. Because they will never crash.
Yeah. Ayun. Ganda ng sagot mo.
Okay. How about you?
Ako? How do I handle pressure? I punch back.
Oh, really? What do you mean by that?
How do I handle pressure? Depende kung saan galing yung pressure. Kung yung pressure galing sa sarili ko, I adjust. Kasi hindi ko pa na-feel yung pressure na kasing coming from outside na kasing lakas yung pressure na binibigay ko sa sarili ko.
On here.
Na-pressure na ako ilang beses because of work, school, performance, kung ano-ano, money and all that. Pero marunong akong mag-change gears. Like, I don't let it get to me. I know how to navigate. Pero pag ako na nagbibigay ng pressure sa sarili ko, doon ako tinatamaan talaga. So when that happens, I mean, I've only learned this recently, maybe the last 4 or 5 years. But when I feel too pressured by myself, I really take a step back. I I I I need the perspective. I need to be neutral. So I painfully take a step back. I pray on it. I withdraw from from influences na madidiktahan lang ako. And then
Mhm.
I don't even deal with the pressure first. I start filling myself up first so that I'm
Yeah.
sure that I'm balanced. Para pag face ko, doon sa pressure, hindi ako empty. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's hard to face any kind of pressure or difficulty na you're running on empty. You feel like wala kang options, wala kang mapuntahan. Kasi ang decision mo manggagaling sa place na desperado ka.
Hmm. True.
So, pag nangyayari yon, I really take a step back. If I need to sleep,
But
I will sleep muna. I will sleep, I will... Alam mo, minsan kasi, pati tulog nakakalimutan mo na eh.
yeah,
3 oras
yeah.
na ng tulog mo.
Wait.
So, hindi ka makakapag-isip ng matino. Ganon, and then I face it. But I'm kinder na, when I face the pressure, I'm kinder na to myself. So, hindi ko na, o di, mas tanggap ko. Kung hindi 100%, okay lang. Bangon ulit. Bukas ulit. Ganun na.
Parang, again, if there's anyone who's watching dun sa IG Live ni Miss Ana, bago kami lumipat dito, I was talking about a lot about like faith and my relationship with God. Pero uh, this is one of the places where I can make it spiritual. Of course, I don't want to overdo it. Sa mga interviews, sa mga, there's a place, right time, and the right place to talk about it. But I feel like
Yeah,
I
like at
can't.
1:30 in the morning. Yeah.
1:34 in the morning to
Yeah.
300 people. Fine, completely fine with me. I don't care. Anyone who's up at this point, deal with it. I love you. Deal with it. Pero parang may isang quote, parang I think I pinost ko din sa IG stories ko na um, parang the size of your giants show the size of your God. So kung yung problema mo sobrang laki, kapag yung pressure ng problema sobrang laki, ibig sabihin, how much bigger is your God? If your God is the same size as the problem, I think you have a perspective problem.
True.
Parang ganun. So if your problem is big, that means how much bigger must the big man upstairs be?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Merong something similar yung spiritual advisor ko before na he died na. He was a Jesuit priest na who didn't seem like a priest. I mean, he didn't act like a holy man, but
Yeah.
super profound. And he said, when you feel na madaming adversities, madami kang trials, it's a good sign kasi ibig sabihin malapit ka na kay God.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, like it's and I learned, he started telling me that I was only what, 13, 12, like that. No, so nasa formative years ko yun. So every time like I hit a really like a thick wall or like a parang malaking trial sa akin, I do recognize that I'm only human and I'm only human, but at the same time, parang hindi ko hindi ako nasa-stuck sa thought na ang hirap or ganun kasi
Oo.
meron konting kiliti na ay ibig sabihin nun double time ang kalaban para ilayo ka.
Oh.
Ganun kasi malapit ka. Ganun.
Yeah, I mean, nakasulat din in the word I don't know the exact scripture, but it's like if you're not struggling, if you're not having any problems, watch out because that means you're closer. You're like super close
Yeah.
to the other side of it
Yeah.
all. So,
And
parang
yeah, totoo.
this
Pero
parang pag ganun yung flow of the world, but when you
hindi.
when you get the relationship with God, you turn around and you walk against the flow.
You walk against the current,
Yeah, people
basically.
don't like that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But people have a people have some people have the wrong understanding na once you find the light, whatever that is to you,
That
that
you'll be fine.
you'll
No
be fine.
problem.
No,
No.
that's escaping reality. That's dumb.
That's false truth.
Yeah.
Completely.
Faith, like anything, is a commitment. It won't be, if it's not tested, then how would you know you've committed?
Mm. And what frustrates me the most, and what's the one there's like, okay, anyone who doesn't have, faith or a relationship with God, that don't take this the wrong way in terms of like, I'm not saying I'm perfect, no way. I'm not saying that I know God the most. Heck no. I'm not Apostle Paul. I'm Edward. Makakamali ako. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna make stupid mistakes too. But what I'm trying to say is, one of the things that really gets to me, at dito talaga ako naiinis, is when people use the word, I have faith, or the phrase, I have faith, I'm a Christian, I believe in God. Okay, great. But why is it through your actions? You're sleeping around, you're doing drugs, you're drinking every night, you're swearing a lot. Parang, you can have the title, but it shows through your actions. And a lot of people do this on social media. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh.
Like parang, and I'm talking about yung mga career career bashers in a way, and they post
Mm.
all about like yung mga motivational speeches at
Mm.
yung mga scripture, mga magandang IG feed, but they're the ones that are commenting the most. Ano
Mm.
lang, it makes me frustrated, but it also makes me laugh kasi parang ang I mean, we have to love everyone, we don't have to like everyone.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I realized from my pastor actually in church. Is parang, I mean, if you see
No,
someone
naman.
about to get hit by a car, you're gonna push them out the way, but you don't have to
Yeah.
marry them afterwards. But you don't have to love. You don't have to like them. That's and
No, meron na
we
akong,
this
alam
industry.
mo ako, parang, wala akong, na-attack din ako sa ganyan because I'm super, super, what do you call this? I'm the geeky, I'm the geeky Catholic. Okay?
Mm,
As in the geekiest. As in, I would go to, hindi ko na nga lang pinupost eh. Like, I would go to Baclaran Church and like find my peace there and pray like
mm,
midnight ng Tuesday hanggang Wednesday, and I would really feel happy and all that, and I would go every Thursday sa St. Jude and pray with the whole community. Ganun, tahimik lang ako. As in ganun kak-geeky. Um, but like sometimes one time there was this one of the closest to my heart said, pray ka ng pray dyan, pero ano naman, um, hindi mo pa ma-forgive. Ano, para saan pa yung prayer mo kung hindi mo pa mapatawad yung taong yun? So,
mm.
don't you dare go there. Kasi,
Oh,
you don't know what the person is going through. You don't know the relationship that I have. You don't know what I'm going through and where I am with in my spirituality. So you don't, because ako hindi ko ginagawa yan sa kahit kasi all kasi magiging checklist ang faith mo eh, na
no.
dapat
Magiging legalistic, legalistic.
oo,
Para may daming rules.
checklist na siya parang yeah, I did this, I did that, I did na, until when can you do that? I
Mm.
nah.
But
At saka
also,
I mean yung parang you know what I hate talaga ano ko yung hindi hate ang ano ko is there is a difference between I have seen people who are more Christ-like, uh, non-Christians who are more Christ-like. You know,
yeah.
Christ-like meaning more forgiving, sees the good in people, generous, loving,
Parang, kumbaga, does the stuff that
non-judging.
we should be doing.
Everything that God preaches. Kaya, I can't really like, I can't, ano yan eh, parang, what's the, what's the right word? Ang daling, ang daling matempt. Ang
Mm.
daling matempt. And I used to be more like that when I was younger. Yung parang, I see things more black and white because this is what's taught. This is what's ganyan. This is ganyan, ganyan. But
Mm.
when I became more exposed to humanity and teaching, thank God for this craft that I do.
You're welcome.
Yung parang I cannot judge. I'm not allowed to judge. At least, not allowed to judge, at least in the workshop room. And right after the workshop room, whatever you hear there, you throw away.
Yeah.
Don't carry it with you because you'll
And,
overcharge.
I mean, that's true. And let me tell you, from one workshop, kasi a lot of people wonder what goes on in the workshops. Na
Oh
parang,
yeah.
wow, we've heard so much. Tell us what happens. Let's just say you grow and you face everything that's in your mind and your heart and you jump or you don't jump. And then you try and build yourself up with the courage to jump. And then you test yourself and you grow again and you become a better person. So I'm not saying that Miss Anna can change your life, but she can help you change your perspective. And then that leads me to one of my questions actually that I want to ask. Let this be the last question because magto 2 a.m. na.
Oo
I'm
nga.
still gonna do some stuff before I sleep. Um, how do you forgive easily?
I can't
And that's
forgive
just
you.
really you can
I can't. I mean, I'm talking
like
now, ha. Depende sa ano, kung hindi ako binayaran sa utang, ay, dali ko naman sabihin, hindi, bibigyan naman ako ni Lord ng ibang ano. Pero depende sa lalim.
okay.
I do
What's a good
forgive, but
example
it
then?
takes, kasi I'm very sensitive. They're extremely sensitive. And I'm extremely giving. Giving and forgiving. Like, for example, you lied to me, that wouldn't be a reason for me to
That's
end
not the
our
heartbreak.
friendship.
Yeah.
Oo, nakakailang try sa akin. Pero pag umabot ako sa point na yung sobrang betrayal or ng ano, loyalty or
Mm.
whatever. When I cut, I really cut. I cut hard. That's my way of protecting my heart. And then after a few years, na forgive ko na. But for me, that's my weakness. Forgiveness. Kasi nga, I wait too long.
Mm.
I wait too long to, I wait too long. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to change also. Pag feeling kong nang aabuso na, maaga pa rin sinasabi ko na. Para to
But
save the
you can
friendship.
smell it din eh. You can smell it. Pero para sa akin, I don't kung ikaw worthy ka to be forgiven, then you should be able to forgive.
Mm.
Akin,
Yeah.
I mean that's scripture as well, but that's so true. Like you want someone say what's one of the worst things that someone can do to you? One of the most painful things. Let's not go to cheating because that's something that everyone's gonna be thinking about. But like let's say betrayal of trust.
Yeah.
Someone stole money from you, and I've had this happen to me. Yeah, I've had some like not like super large amounts, but I've had someone steal money from me before. But okay. Has there been a time where I've done what is one thing that I've done that's bad? Okay. I threw someone under the bus na I remember like when I was younger, I I I did something bad and then I threw my friend under the bus because I panicked.
Mm.
Diba? I parang ano yun? Defamation of character, is that the right term? Like super
Yeah.
light, like soft
Yeah.
core, like it's nothing bad, and it was like something to do with food. Na parang I didn't eat it, he did. Tapos nagalit yung parang nanay niya or something like that. Super babaw. But things like that can escalate from like, I don't know. It can get even bigger than that. So parang if you are worthy to be forgiven after all of your, I'm talking about person to person. I'm not talking God to us because that's a different level. I'll get to that in a second. But like from person to person, what is one time where you haven't been worthy to be forgiven, but somehow you were? Parang that's yun lang akin. But in terms of, our sins, bring it back to a spiritual level. If God forgave you for everything that you did in your life, but you can't forgive that one person for, I'm gonna say it, cheating on you. I mean, forgiving doesn't mean that forgiving isn't for them. People make
It's
that
for you.
misconception.
Yeah.
It's for you, because that's gonna
Kaya
grow.
nga.
That's
But
gonna
it's sometimes it's
fest yun.
yun yun ang problem din, Edward eh. Kaya
Ah.
it really takes kasi it's easy to just say I forgive. But if you have not really dealt with it and the underlying, underlying loose screws, and
Hmm.
just say I, you will
You
keep
say what?
you won't really forget. You just say it, but you don't really you
Oh
hope
yeah,
to
you have to
God that
feel it. You have to,
you have to
like,
feel it, di ba? So yun ang mahirap. Mas lalo na pag malalim yung
parang
hurt.
someone said, this is actually, can I do this? So I said, do you forgive bashers? I mean, yeah. Parang ilan beses gusto ko sana i-tweet, pero parang medyo passive-aggressive ngayon kung ganun.
Oh, alam mo,
Parang
may misinterpret pa yan na
may misinterpret.
passive aggressive ka eh.
And let me just say, you don't have to tell them to their faces, or
Yeah.
you don't have to put it out there, open statement that you forgive them. No, it's also between you and God. But
Yeah.
you can just accept it in your heart. You forgive this person. Di mo alam kung anong pinagdadaanan yung tao na yan. You don't know if it's a career basher na walang ibang choice kundi mag-bash para kumita. I mean, there's so many better
May
ways.
ganun
But hey,
ba?
di mo alam. May mga companies nga that they will pay you just to bash someone continuously.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
and if you reply, may dagdag yung mga yan. So, you don't know. It's like, there's so many things like that. But if you were to ask me, do I forgive? Yeah, because I'm not a perfect person. I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. So if God is if I am worthy of God's forgiveness, I should be able to forgive this person. And it becomes like a yung infection na lumalala nung lumalala. Tapos hindi yun mawawala hanggat hindi mo kinonfront. And let me tell you, confronting it straight away, and something I'm so happy about, for the longest time, if I speak out against my sister, my mom, na bastos, I feel that it's not guilt, it's conviction to do, not just to say sorry, but not for them. Like I feel it literally, because I prayed for that before. I said, parang Lord, if I'm doing something bad, pabigatan mong loob ko. Para I can, so I know I'm doing wrong. So if I know I'm doing wrong, I feel that in my heart, and I don't like that feeling. So I have to go to my sister, Laura, sorry, love you, bye. Parang kahit super short lang, but at least ginawa mo. At through that, naging practice ko yun. So again, I'm not saying, wow, ang galing mo, ang galing ko. No. But the person asked how you
I
forgive.
remember yung mga kwento mo pa kay Laura na
Oh
either
my,
siya
wag natin dalhin dito, Miss Anna, baka. Dati, ang dami kong
Hindi, wala kang sasabihin private
spoiled na
na
bata.
sobrang private. Hindi, yung mag-iiwan lang siya ng note or mag-iiwan ka ng something,
Oo.
like a
Yung
tiny
ano,
gift.
yung, hi Edward, I got this for you. Bye.
Bye.
Kakainis, gusto mo, nagigigil ako. Yan. Ano
Oo,
lang, di pa ako kontento. Ano yung last question?
Ano ba last question?
Para hanggang 2 tayo para sakto.
Okay.
Wow, ang daming may substance, Miss Anna. Pero
Oh,
hindi
talaga? So, yung
hindi
followers
pang
ko lang pala ang sabaw.
pero parang there's some that wag natin sagutin dito sa ano. There's some that maganda pang podcast.
Hindi, meron akong mga followers na matitino. Pero consistent silang matitino. Pero madaming sabaw.
What is... Wait, let me find a good one, Anna, do something. Say something muna habang naghahanap ako.
Nagbabasa din
bilang host, parang hindi na ako komportable pag
pag ganitong silent chaver.
Wow. May nagtanong kung let's just say hood or no hood. Ano ba yan? Ano ba yung mga tanong niya?
Tanong na yan. About it.
Fiance goes, please improve. Wow. There are a lot of questions that I just can't say. Oh wait, that's not that one. If you see any, sabihin mo, Miss Anna.
Tumitingin din ako dito. Alam niyo, wag niyo masyadong sambahin si Edward, Baka mamaya, isipin niyo, perfecto yan. Hindi perfecto yan, Mamaya.
Hindi ako perfecto.
Oo nga kasi minsan nakakita ko ng mga parang ginagawang perfecto ka.
Hindi. Explain ko yung side ko.
Hindi yan perfecto. Oo.
Hindi. Parang, ano yun? We're not perfect. I'm not perfect at all in the slightest way. I am a man with, as God says, we all have evil in our hearts. We all have darkness in our hearts. And the closer we get to God, the more we are aware of that darkness. The further you get, the less aware you are. So ang masasabi ko lang is, I'm not a perfect guy, but I serve a perfect God. So, whatever happens in my life because of that, that's what happens. But there are so many more people who are, you'd think are perfect, and they are, but we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all are imperfect.
Yeah.
If you were to leave show business, what would you do with your platform? That's a nice question. Parang ano yung, like say you're not in the industry anymore, Miss Anna, hindi ka na teacher or acting coach. What would you do with, say you have a certain amount of followers? Ano yung gagawin mo?
So hindi na showbiz. So hindi na ako pwede mag-post? Or pwede pa rin?
Pwede mag-post, pero hindi yung sobrang alam mo yun. I guess it's more directed at me. But let's make it, so that you can answer the question as well.
Tutuloy ko pa rin kasi parang feeling ko that's where I love it when I post on Facebook or even Instagram because every year I get reminded of what happened the last year. So it's almost like a picture diary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess what I would do, I'd use it because of course sayang naman kung may followers ka tas hindi ko gagamitin. No? But I mean like I'd probably start a business. I've had a dream for a long time to start a clothing business with my friend, our own brand. I'm not gonna give my ideas away kasi baka so if I tell you guys now in the next couple of days, maybe there's someone starting their own business. Miss Anna, I can't hear you anymore.
Parang bring up mo sa akin yan before.
Oo, yun. With that friend. So we have the concept. We don't have like he can get suppliers as well. So except it's just timing. It's really timing. Plus, why would you start a business in the middle of quarantine, diba? So yeah, I'd probably start a business. Parang pangit yung last question. Ayan.
Oo. Isa pa.
Last.
Oo.
Oh my gosh. Wala eh. Parang generic may mga generic naman na how to deal with anxiety. Kung sa workshops, kumusta kayo? Experiences in school.
Lagi tatanong, kailan ang next workshop na kay Mayward?
Ewan ko, wala pa akong skinit kay Miss Anna, so hindi niya alam. Guys, wag niyo
Hindi ko talaga alam, wag niyo akong tanungin, utang na loob. Tanungin niyo si Edward. O kaya, Actually, mayroon pa siyang isang libre sa aking workshop.
Oo, kasi ang bait ni Miss Ana.
Hmm.
Dami niyang nakuhang business dahil sa akin.
Walang iya ka. Sige,
Wow,
sabihin mo yan.
yabang.
Or, baka, baka gusto mong sabihin ko kung gaano kalaki yung discount mo.
Wow, may discount ba, Miss Ana?
Kaya,
And then, a lot of people might be thinking, wow, ang weird ng relationship nilang dalawa. Pero, Miss Ana, from as a student to a coach, wala. Galing namin. Magsistart na kami ng podcast.
oo. Actually, pwede tayo
um,
gumawa ng, isip na ako, pwede tayo gumawa ng, nag-iisip na ako
game
gumawa
ako.
ng podcast eh.
Game ako, Miss Ana. Every
Game
week, one
ka,
time a week. Game ako.
ng,
Game na game ako.
subject matter is the craft or uplifting the human spirit.
I-incorporate natin yung dalawa. Okay na yan. As in, like, I feel you can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the last one. This is a good
Oh.
one. I mean, the question is super simple. Advice to people living with fear at the moment. But I want to say just one thing. It's actually what our pastor, Pastor James of Favorite Church, actually talked about. There's a super big difference. And let this be like a closing statement. Comsec, acknowledge. Parang, there's a difference between living, and Miss Anna, medyo nagpaparinig din ako sa'yo. There's a difference between living in fear and being careful. Because some people disguise, I'm afraid of everything, of COVID, blah, 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 as I'm being careful. Tinamaan yun. Nung napanood namin yung service na yun, tinamaan yung nanay at kapatid ko. Tumingin ako
Ano
sa
yun?
kanila. At
Sige, go.
I mean, the sermon, I can't say it like Pastor James does. So if you guys want to watch the sermon, just go to Favorite Church on YouTube. Check out the sermons. Super ganda. Pogi yung pastor namin. Kaso kasal na. So, wag kayo umasa. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's a real difference between being cautious about the pandemic and living in fear. Living in fear is about being cautious is what I like going out wearing a mask, using alcohol, social distancing, blah blah blah. Alam natin lahat yung mga rules. But going out and being afraid whilst doing all of those things is super different. Na parang, baka may COVID siya, baka may, yung ganun. So, if you live in fear, it blurs your vision. You can't see anything clearly. You can't act clearly. You have the wrong perspective, and you'll reap the fruits of that. So if you're panicked all the time, how is that going to affect your job, your relationships, your family? Bahala kayo if you guys don't believe me, but it's such a true thing that if you're living in fear, it changes the way you think. So, yun lang. Difference between being careful and living in fear. Yeah. Okay. Ikaw, Miss Anna. Advice sa mga taong may
Ano ba yung
takot.
tanong?
Advice to people who are afraid.
Advice to people who are afraid of COVID. COVID?
Malamang.
COVID lang ba? Or afraid of...
COVID or the situation or losing work. Parang, let's just say the
Okay.
fears of
The
the day and
fear that
age.
is attached to COVID.
In
Yes.
every way possible. Yeah, that's true,
Okay.
I guess.
Well, health-wise, don't be stupid. Do what you can.
Tama.
Huwag kang tanga. 'Di ba? Maghugas ka ng kamay, wag kang makipaghalikan sa ano, sa kani-kanino. Be safe and be clean. In terms of baka mawalan ng trabaho, madami talaga nawawalan ng trabaho. I actually feel
Kahit ako,
sad
no?
because
Kahit ako, Miss Anna.
hindi, pero mayaman ka naman eh. What?
Wow! Wala ka.
No, pero hindi. Madami akong artistang estudyante na wala talagang trabaho, na talagang wala talagang pumapasok and nagdi-disguise na lang sila na sa delivery or something else para lang kumita. Ganun kalala. So, I am aware of like, even sa industry natin, madaming walang trabaho.
Oo.
But, it's, now is the time to be very resilient, to be creative. Put yourself out there. may paraan to be relevant. You have to get yourself out. And now is it make time to make, if you're gonna make mistakes like social media or whatever, fuck it. Alam mo yun, gawin mo. Ako nga ngayon, hindi ko mo nagla-live. Gibbs, ganun. Parang, try lang ng try. Huwag kayong huwag kayong pa-overwhelm kasi you have to first be kind to yourself. Yung fear pumapasok yan at huwag ka mabobore. Huwag mo kaya mabore ka kasi boredom, naku, dyan papasok ang demonyo. Niwala kayo sa akin. Have to always keep yourself productive. Okay, today, tingnan mo ngayon, nag-binge watch ako sa Netflix and all that.
Productive ba yan?
No, kasi kinailangan ko na dahil sumusungit na ako dahil puro na lang ako isip, puro na lang ako gawa, di ba? Pero, huwag nyo hayaan na mabore kayo. Pati yung mga bashing na yan, dahil bored lang kayo dyan. Kaya, huwag na. Papasukan lang kayo ng takot. Mas maganda yung kung di man ikaw ang may pera mag-start ng business, tulungan mo yung pamilya mo, tulungan mo yung pamilya mo sa pag-keep ng bahay, paglinis, wag tamad. Yun lang. Mawawala yung fear na yan. You take it one moment at a time. Lahat naman tayo na-atake ng fear. But, ang para hindi ka ma-overwhelm, one step at a time lang. Yun lang. Matulog ka ng maayos. Magdasal ka. Yun.
Find a schedule.
Yun.
Tapos,
alam mo, maganda
there's so many ways.
Routine. Ha?
Yeah, routine.
Mag-routine ka. Gawa ka ng routine talaga. Gawa ka ng ganap lagi. Tapos, mababawasan, mag-ground ka. Ang fear kasi, fear is not bad. Fear is not bad. Kaya nga may fear of the Lord. Fear is not bad.
Fear of God.
Oo. If you don't have fear, pwede mong buksan ng bintana at tumalon dahil wala kang takot mamatay. Okay lang yung takot. Yeah. Normal yun. At ang normal na takot, iproprotect ka sa kapahamakan. Pero pag sumobra yung takot mo, may kulang sa balanse dyan. Hanapin mo yung magpapabalanse sa'yo. Yun lang yun. Yun lang.
Wait, I'm just looking for this one quote from C.S. Lewis again. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on this quote before we go to bed. Naubusan ako ng Tagalog. Ayoko na. Wait lang.
Pero wag na yung maging tanga. I mean, yun nga, bilang respeto sa COVID, katulad dito sa pag meron ako nakikita dito sa nakapaskil naman sa condo namin sa building na. Pag, mag-mask ka, para ganito, ganyan. Kasi may positive na rin dito sa building namin, ganyan. Tapos pag hindi nakamask, sabi ko, nasa yung mask mo? Nandun sa condo. Ay, buti pa yung unit mo, safe, nakamask. Ikaw wala kang mask?
Takot na ako sa iyo saan.
Tatarayan ko talaga. Hindi, kasi sa akin naman, medyo
it's selfish.
Sa farm ako and when I'm biking, because wala naman akong kasama, wala naman akong even when I'm walking, ganyan, wala naman eh. Pero pag yung nasa close it's a sign of yun lang. Pero, huwag ka namang, yun nga, sabi mo nga, huwag ka naman na para bang germaphobe. Germaphobe ako Pero,
okay, I was about to say na parang, wow.
Germaphobe ako. Germaphobe ako only because mabilis ako kapitan talaga ng sakit. Pero, pagkikita ko naman na may respeto yung
si Maiden.
Carry lang ako.
Yeah, that's true.
Quote?
Fair point. Ito na, C.S. Lewis na naman. Not connected to anything that we've talked about today. But I just found this, and I would show this to you. Even if we weren't IG Live, this is not connected. Hindi ako nagpaparinig. I'm not trying to do anything. I just wanted to share this with you kasi nagandahan lang ako sa pagsulat ng quote. Sabi ni C.S. Lewis, "A man can no more diminish God's glory by refusing to worship him than a lunatic can put out the sun by scribbling the word darkness on the walls of his cell. Ganda, di ba? Wala lang. So parang, kahit anong gagawin nyo, a lot of people are gonna have opinions about what I said in this IG live or in Miss Anna's IG live or kung ano yung pinag-usapan namin. At the end of the day, believe in what you want to believe in. Whatever makes you happy, go for it. But for me, happiness, joy over happiness anytime. Wala lang. You'll be in my prayers kahit anong mangyari. So, take care. May sinasabi akong subtext, Miss Anna, pero alam ko magagets mo yan. Yan yan. Stay safe. Don't be stupid, please, guys. Oh my God. Magsa 6 months tayo sa quarantine. Don't be tanga. Don't be like, I don't want to get to the point that the US is in. Oh my gosh. Ate Jacqueline. Hello, Ate Jacqueline. I miss you, Ate Jacqueline. At si Ate isa sa mga ate ko sa church. I love you, Ate Jacqueline.
My
But yeah.
dad would always say, when I was younger, ang pinakapangit na combination, yabang at katangahan.
Oh.
Huwag kang ang pinakamahirap na combination yung mayabang na tanga. So, yun lang.
Don't be tanga. Thank you everyone that gets what we're saying and is commenting. Don't be tanga. Tama. Kasi
take the hint.
This is not the time, guys, to be stupid. Nakita ko, Miss Anna, yung gym sa condominium namin.
Oh.
Bubukas na. Sabi ko, gusto ko magsulat ng papel. Tapos idikit ko dun sa magsulat sa papel. Tapos ididikit ko sa pintuan. Sabi ko, huwag kayong magtanga-tanga dun. It's a gym. It's a public area. Tapos there's gonna be a public swimming pool din.
Eating heavily. Everybody's gonna be sweating. Come on.
Be smart. Be smart kasi ayaw natin lahat na aabot sa 2022 tapos naka-quarantine tayong lahat.
Lahat. Wala nang trabaho.
Kasi, because this is not gonna stop, guys. This is not gonna stop until we all listen. So.
Ito last kwento.
I
went downstairs, just outside my condo is the laundry shop. Okay, they usually pick up my laundry, but because it's MECQ and all that, I have to bring my laundry there.
Hirap ng buhay mo, sana.
Ba't kayo pa may washing machine?
Wala.
Wala.
Dun sa sink lang, ate.
Oh my gosh! Grabe ka tipid. Anyways. So, paglabas ko, naka-trolley ako, di ba, nandun yung laundry ko, ganyan.
Trolley pa?
Naman.
Sorry, go. Go.
So, merong by the laundry shop, merong nakapirme na fishballan. Tapos may kumakain. Merong hindi kumakain, pero nakatambay doon. Tapos nakamask na nakababang ganyan. So,
ano yung wait lang, ate, Miss Anna. Ano yung naaalala nyo pag may mask na dito lang? May nakita akong picture. na nakalabas. So, if you don't wear your mask, it's like not wearing your pants properly. I just can't say it, Miss Anna, kasi I'm a public figure. I can't say it.
It's fine. It's fine. And then, sabi ni R.A. Motes, best friend ko to from Florida. She's a music therapist. Anyways, ganun siya, di ba?
Wow.
So, kinakabahan na ako kasi parang, una, yung pagiging germaphobe ko, parang, hindi naman germaphobe, pero pagiging OC ko, yung mask, ganyan ang suot, hindi ganun. Parang, ganun ang suot, di ba? Ganun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yung katapat ko na siya, I was like 2-3 feet away lang. He brought down his mask and sneezed. Umubog ganon. As in, oh my God, nasigawan ko. Yun lang. Tanga. Tinanggal niya yung mask para umubod, saka bumahing.
Okay.
So, good luck doon sa fishballan.
I guess all we can say, kasi ang daming natuwa. Masaya ako kasi ang daming natuwa sa hashtag don't be tanga.
Meron ba hashtag? Don't be tanga?
Wala.
Oh my
Wag
God.
tayo let's not start a trend, guys. Pero abangan nyo, sabihin ko lang, abangan nyo yung
Okay, trend.
merchandise namin. Na don't be like that. So, everyone, stay safe, Miss Anna. I'll
Stay
probably be
safe.
messaging
Good
you
night. See you
offside,
later.
ano yan? Sa wakas. Ilan years na. So,
Okay.
I'll probably message you outside of, the live anyway. So, stay
Okay.
safe. Wait lang.
Night. Oh,
Achi still there? May ate. Ayun, dyan pa. Hello, bye Achi. Good night. Alright,
night.
peace out.
Bye.